Right edition, welcome, happy day. Hey, I know so many people that are capitalists, so they say, and free enterprises, rah, rah, with a little bit of cha, cha, and you know what, I gotta tell you, it ain't so. Because they've got rigid flexibility, they get the check in the mail, they're always filling out forms. The government says, hey, we'll give you this if you do that. And when they lose money, only the taxpayer loses money. They don't lose any money, they just fill out another form. And the government charges the taxpayers more money, more taxes, and so then those capitalist guys get to go out and be the hypocrites that they are. And I got to tell you, it ain't good for the system. There's the odd thing that, of course, with regard to medicine and different things like that, the government should maybe have a role in, kind of, sort of, but certainly not in the everyday operations of life. I knew a car dealer one time. He had 15 car dealerships. He got a check at the end of the year for like in excess of $1 million just for being there. You read about it all of the time. Here's a quote for you. A socialist free market is one where there is socialized risk at privatized profit. That's pretty well said, and it's pretty darn profound. You got to kind of get a man on that and fix the system. Collective nouns in the English language are used for groups like a herd of cows, a flock of chickens, a school of fish. Less widely known groups or language verbs is this: a congress of owls and a parliament of baboons. It's true. Someone knew a weaving away back then, and Congress doesn't give a hoot, and I go ape whenever I watch Parliament in action. Hey, just saying. Now, I'm told that the Iraqi Parliament tabled a bill Tuesday that would allow children under the age of 9 to be married. And back to the I'm told part, I'm told not to call them perverts or anything like that, because the human rights people in Canada in particular would say to me, you're not allowed to do that because they're not, it's their law and everything is okay. Okay, so there, you didn't hear it from me. The war between the Oversight Committee Chairman of the United States of America and the committee's ranking member, Cummings, rages on, and it's all about, you know, the IRS targeting right-wing / Tea Party groups. And of course the city government is saying that's not happening. We treat everybody the same because we're socialists. A little verbiage there, ad lib. But you know what? It is true. You get treated differently whenever you go to some place and make an announcement as to, you know, with regard to what you are. And I bump into it all of the time. You open doors wide or you slam them shut, and you slam them shut real quick when you say things like I'm a gun guy or I'm a right-wing guy. And there's so many people that don't understand what that is, and they're not prepared to open their brain to you know, let some facts seep in. Hey. Okay, here we have a bill. We have a representative now. His name is, what's his name? He's a GOP man, Stockman. He's introduced a bill now to arm soldiers. That's because of the Fort Hood situation. He says, you know what, we've got to restore the right of trained soldiers to carry their guns. Do you think? I mean, good grief. A gun-free zone at a military base. If you're a good terrorist, you're going to work, where you gotta go? Why not go there and hit them right in the nerve center of their operation? It continues to happen, and everybody continues to do nothing about it. And finally, you got a bill passed. I mean, I'm reminded of a situation in Texas not that many years ago, before the concealed carry law came back into being. A woman sat in a store and watched a madman come in and start killing people. She had a licensed gun in her truck. The truck was like feet away from her. But the issue was, it wasn't in the building, it was on the other side of the window. And she couldn't carry it legally with her, and she was a law-abiding citizen. After this event, of course, the good news is they restored the concealed carry law. And people are now living happily ever after. And finally, it would appear at least they're going to do that in the military bases in the U.S. of A. God bless it, because they need it. And you know what? You can't have madmen invited to places. The gun-free zones are silly. Y'all come back tomorrow. We're going to have more talk for you from the right. See ya.